Welcome into AFL Advance for week number 1 of AFL. We are going to preview the games for week 1. And guys, it kicks off with Sham's Kansas City Chiefs visiting Hitman's New England Patriots. I think the Patriots are favored in this game. Better roster. Hitman has a Super Bowl title under his belt. I'm going to predict the Patriots to win this game. Unfortunately, Sham, you're not going to predict your own game here. Magic, who do you got in this game? Chiefs or Patriots?
Patriots.
Sham, unfortunately, that's 2 down for you. RVD, who you like in this game?
Unfortunately, got to go with Long's hand. Patriots.
And Stokes?
That's 4 Patriots.
4 for the Patriots. Sorry, Sham, I hope you can prove us all wrong. Speaking of the AFC East, Nino's Buffalo Bills play host to Swag's New York Jets. This is a bit of a rivalry game as these guys have been going back and forth on AFL Facebook. I think Nino's going to win game number 1 of this rivalry. I'm going to predict the Bills to win. Sham, who do you like in this game?
Bills.
Stokes?
Bills by 35.
Bills by 35. RVD?
Bills.
And Magic?
Bills. Sweep it.
Sweep it. All right, Stokes' prediction for the NFC champion Atlanta Falcons travel to Chicago this week to take on my Chicago Bears and Mitch Trubisky's debut of quarterback for the Bears. I am not predicting this game. Sham, who wins this game, Bears or Falcons?
Bears.
RVD?
Da Bears.
Magic?
Bears.
And Stokes.
The road to the Super Bowl starts in Chicago. Falcons.
There we go. We finally have our first game that we disagree on. In Cincinnati, 2 NFC North Division rivals take the field as SJR's Bengals play host to Field of Dream Pagano and the Baltimore Ravens. I picked SJR to win the division, which means he needs to win home division games against his division rival. I say the Bengals start off 1-0. Magic?
1-0.
Stokes?
For the Bengals.
I figured. Stokes?
I'm gonna go with SJR.
Sham?
You know what, Frank?
All right, and RVD?
SGR.
4 for SJR, 1 for Frank. Speaking of NFC North rivals, Care Bear Kreppel's Browns play host to Flip's Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a new-look Steelers team and a new-look Browns team. They both show off what their Madden 18 rosters are going to look like in Week 1. I think the Steelers get a road win Week 1, and Flip starts off 1-0. Stokes?
Yeah, I'm high on Flip this year. I'm gonna go with Flip.
Magic?
Yeah, I'll take Flip. Why not? No. Sorry, I'm taking the Browns.
Taking the Browns. Sham?
Not
Fuck you, Care Bear. Go Flip.
And RVD.
We'll go with Flip.
So 4 of us think that Jameis Winston is going to win his Steelers debut. Reese's Arizona Cardinals, without David Johnson and Hassan Reddick, but with Josh Norman, travel to Detroit this week to take on KK the Destroyer's Detroit Lions. I think despite all the heat Reese took from his off-season moves, I think he gets a big road victory Week 1, and I think this is going to be a big win because these are 2 teams that are going to be contending for a playoff spot in the NFC. Cardinals get the road win Week 1 over the Lions. Sham, who do you like?
Ooh, shit. Reese.
RVD?
JK.
Magic?
Lions are still sneaky bad, taking the Cardinals.
And Stokes.
Roster discrepancy. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Speaking of Stokes, his Houston Texans play host to the Jacksonville Jaguars and Donald Livingston.
We can skip this game.
It's a new look Texans roster, but I think Stokes is going to win. Anybody disagree? Going once, going twice.
Donald.
Sham's picking Donald. Was that Sham?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck you, Stokes.
All right. Prime's Miami Dolphins play host to JD's Tampa Bay Buccaneers week 1. It's a new-look Dolphins team, and the Buccaneers are going to be starting Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. This is a very intriguing matchup. I'm going to say Prime's Dolphins find a way to win week 1 in what I think is going to be a very close matchup. RVD? RVD? RVD is speechless at this game. Stokes?
This is gonna be a really good game. I'm gonna go with JD though. Buccaneers.
Magic?
I'm gonna take Prime here.
And Sham.
Prime.
I think we all hesitated, which means I think we all agree it's going to be a close game. MVP's
I got JD on that one.
And RVD's got JD in that one, so we have that one split 3-2. MVP's Tennessee Titans play host to Bo's Oakland Raiders, and MVP's Titans haven't made any trades, and neither of the Raiders two stock teams. I think the Raiders have a little bit better team, but MVP has that pedigree. Give me the Titans. Stokes?
Titans.
RVD?
Titans.
Magic?
Give me the tits.
And Sham.
Fucking Titans.
All right, Bailey's Washington Redskins were a popular prediction to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl on our season prediction show that we put out last night. They play host to Emo's Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to make this simple. Anybody going to predict Emo? I think it's going to be a Bailey sweep. If not, speak now. Going once.
I'm gonna go with Emo.
Sham's going Emo.
Sham.
Yeah.
Anybody else going Emo? Going once. Going twice.
I think there's a decent chance Bailey's just gonna get a sim win because Emo's not gonna know the league started.
Stokes tree. All right, Magic's Indianapolis Colts travel to Los Angeles to take on Joker's Los Angeles Rams and that beastly wide receiver core. Magic, I wish you the best of luck, but I don't think you have the defensive backfield to keep up with those receivers. I think the Rams win a close game, closer than a lot of people expect. Sham?
Fuck Joker. Go Magic.
RVD?
All right, give me that game one more time.
Joker's Rams, Magic's Colts.
Rams.
And Stokes.
42-31 Rams.
Mike Fisher's Green Bay Packers take on T-Mag's Seattle Seahawks in Lambeau Field in what has become kind of a quiet grudge match between these two. I'm going to say T-Mag, off of a strong offseason, and his Seahawks get the win week 1 in Lambeau Field on the road. Stokes?
Seahawks, yes.
Magic?
Who is this? Fisher?
Fisher.
I don't know anything about Fisher. Give me T-Mac, I guess.
Sham?
Bring it home, fish sticks.
Fisher was your NFC North predicted winner. And RVD.
T-Mag.
I like
All right. In San Francisco, Danny's 49ers take on Rod's Carolina Panthers. We've talked about how the 49ers roster is a little bit talent deficient, but I'm not going to give Danny the loss here. He's at home. I don't know much about Rod. I think it'd be disrespectful to pick against Danny at this point. Rod's going to have to prove it to me. I need to see him beat somebody big. He has that opportunity week 1 against Danny. We'll see if he can get it done, but for now, I'm going to go with the 49ers. RVD?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 49ers as well. I just don't know enough about Rod to really give a opinion.
Sham?
Is Rodney even still in the league?
Yeah, he's still in the league.
Okay.
Thanks, Sham.
I'll pick Rodney.
Stokes?
Panthers.
And Magic.
What's the game?
Panthers and 49ers.
I will take Panthers, man.
Panthers, man. All right, E-Dub's New York Giants travel to Dallas to take on Roman's Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be another going once, going twice. I think we're all going to pick E-Dub. If you want to pick the Cowboys, speak up now. Going once.
I'm in the illegal bowl. I'm gonna go with Roman.
All right. So I think we have four Giants and one Cowboys. Sham keeps ruining this going once, going twice. All right, in Minnesota on Monday Night Football, we have Mustangs, Minnesota Vikings playing host to Justin's New Orleans Saints. I think Justin's been looking strong in the preseason. I like what I've seen from him on some of these streams. I'm going to say he gets momentum and gets a big Week 1 road win over Mustangs Vikings. Stokes?
I agree. JT's gonna win this game.
Magic?
Come back to me.
Okay, not that serious. RVD?
JT, I like what I'm saying with that here, so I'm gonna go with him.
Sham?
I think Stang is going to give him that beefy goodness.
Beefy goodness. All right, Magic, we're coming back to you now.
All right, I'm gonna align myself with Sham, man. He's got to be right on one of these.
All right, and then the last game of the week, Monday Night Football, second half of the doubleheader. RVD's Chargers travel to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos. It sounds like Phillip Rivers will be under center for the Chargers despite Jimmy Garoppolo being there. Doesn't matter if it's Rivers or Garoppolo. Chargers get the win for me. Sham?
Fuck RVD. Go Allen.
Stokes?
Go Chargers, go.
And Magic.
What was that?
That was Arnold Schwarzenegger saying go Chargers.
That was Arnold. Oh my God, Stokes. Don't do impressions. I'll take the Chargers as well.
All right, fellas, that's a look at week number 1. Now let's go ahead and spotlight a couple games that we're all excited about. I will go first. The game that it's interesting to me is Reese's Cardinals traveling to Detroit to take on KK the Destroyer. I'm interested in this for a couple reasons. I'm interested to see how Reese's new look Cardinals look in their first game on the field as a cohesive unit after some of the big trades he's made. Plus, I've heard from multiple people that KK is a sleeper in AFL, so it's going to be an interesting game. I definitely want to tune into this. I think Reese will win, but I think this is going to be a very interesting game, and I'm excited to watch it. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Lions find a way to win this game. I don't think KK's made many moves. He did trade Darius Slay, and it's going to be tough, I think, for those Lions receivers to get open against that Cardinals secondary. But I think Reese wins, but I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see what KK's got, one of the new guys that I'm excited to see get his AFL career started. So we talked about everybody having a spotlight game. I'm going to go to you, Stokes. What game are you excited about in week number 1?
The easy choice would be the Falcons and the Bears. But I'm going to go with the Dolphins and Buccaneers game. That's the two tried and true good players in this league. And I think that's going to be a really good game. And I expect that to be a close one.
Magic, what's your spotlight game of the week? Well, I think the easy choice would be to take the Buccaneers at the Dolphins game. But I'm going to take the Falcons at the Bears.
Come on, man.
Never pick Stokes first for this.
Any additional analysis?
Eliminate 2 choices right off the bat.
I think these might be the 2 most talented rosters that are in the NFC, off the top of my head. I'm very interested to see how this shapes up and such. And you know, we've got two-time over there. She's got Rust, and we've got Costa, who's got a stacked roster. And I mean, there's pressure on it to make the playoffs. So I think it'll be a very interesting Week 1 matchup.
I agree, and I am in that game, so I think it'll be interesting too because I'll have to watch it. Sham?
I'm going to go with the Salsa Bowl, E-Dub and Roman.
Good call. Funny name too, Salsa Bowl. Why do you like that matchup, Sham?
No, I just want to hear those 2 talk shit to each other. I love the, even though it's all in good fun, I just love to see those 2 go back and forth. But it's going to be a good. I mean, you know, and they'll, you know, of course they're division rivals. So, but you know, the Salsa Bowl is my spotlight game. You know, in the league.
And you said that you think Roman's going to pull the upset, right?
Yeah.
All right. And RVD, what's your spotlight game of the week?
Well, the easy game to pick is definitely the Falcons and the Bears, considering 2 other people have already said that. But I'm going to go with Seattle and Green Bay. I think Fisher and T-Mag are fairly close in level, and that could definitely be a good game with 2 good rosters. So I'd like to see how that one turns out.